You know those women, right? The ones who seem to have it all together, who somehow always end up with the best opportunities, the dreamiest partners, and the most enviable lives. Ever wondered what their secret is? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to let you in on the inside scoop. By the end of this video, you'll have the keys to unlock your own superpower of getting exactly what you want when you want it. And let me tell you, once you master these traits, there's no going back. You'll be unstoppable. So are you ready to join the ranks of these incredible women and start living your best life? Let's jump right in. Ever met someone who just draws people in like a magnet? That's what we're aiming for here. It's about being the human equivalent of a cozy blanket, warm, comforting, and impossible to resist. Think about Jennifer Lawrence. She's got that down-to-earth, relatable vibe that makes everyone want to be her best friend. It's not about being perfect or polished. It's about being real and making others feel good around you. Here's a tip for you. Try the stranger compliment challenge. Next time you're out and about, give a genuine compliment to a stranger. Maybe you love their shoes or their laugh is infectious. Whatever it is, let them know. It'll brighten their day and make you feel amazing too. But developing a magnetic personality isn't just about being nice to others. It's also about cultivating your own interests and passions. People are naturally drawn to those who are excited about life. So, what gets you fired up? Maybe it's environmental issues, or vintage fashion, or the perfect cup of coffee, whatever it is. Lean into it. Your enthusiasm will be contagious. Another key to a magnetic personality, being a good listener. In a world where everyone's fighting to be heard, someone who truly listens is like a rare gem. Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to ask more questions. Show genuine interest in what the other person is saying. You'll be amazed at how much people open up when they feel truly heard. And here's a little secret. A magnetic personality isn't about being an extrovert. Introverts can be just as magnetic, often in a more subtle, mysterious way. It's all about authenticity and making others feel valued in your presence. Now that you're irresistible, let's talk about our next secret weapon. All right, let's talk about confidence, ladies. You know that feeling when you walk out the door feeling like Beyoncé on a world tour? That's the kind of energy we're after here. But here's the kicker. You don't have to feel it to show it. Ever heard of fake it till you make it? Well, it's time to put that into action. Confidence isn't about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about owning who you are. Here's a quirky tip for you. Try the Beyoncé Bootcamp. Spend 5 minutes every morning channeling your inner queen bee. Strike a power pose, sing your favorite empowering song, or just strut around your room like you own the place. Trust me, it works wonders. But let's dive a little deeper into this confidence thing. You might be thinking, easy for you to say. But how do I actually do this? Well, here's the secret. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting when you usually stay quiet, or wearing that bold lipstick you've been saving for a special occasion. Remember, confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room or never making mistakes. It's about knowing your worth and not letting fear hold you back. So next time you're feeling nervous, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I've got this. Because guess what? You totally do. Now that we've got you feeling yourself, let's move on to our next secret weapon. All right, number 3 is emotional intelligence on steroids. These women aren't just book smart, they're people smart. They can read a room like it's an open book and adjust their approach accordingly. They know when to push and when to pull back, when to be assertive and when to be gentle. It's like they've got a superpower that lets them navigate social situations with ease. Want to boost your emotional intelligence? Here's a fun exercise. Next time you're watching your favorite TV show, try to guess what the characters are feeling before they say it. Pay attention to their body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. It's a great way to practice reading people without the pressure of a real-life situation. Networking, sometimes it can feel so fake and forced, but here's the secret. It doesn't have to be. True networking is just about making genuine connections with people. Look at someone like Rihanna. She's built an empire, not just through her talent, but through her collaborations and relationships. It's not about schmoozing or being fake. It's about finding common ground and supporting each other. Here's a fun challenge. Play the 6 degrees of separation game. Pick a person you'd love to meet or work with. Then, try to find a connection to them through people you know. You might be surprised at how small the world really is. But being a social butterfly isn't just about expanding your network. It's about nurturing the connections you already have. When was the last time you reached out to an old friend just to say hi? Or sent a thank you note to someone who helped you out? Here's a little trick I like to use, the 3 people a day rule. Each day, try to have a meaningful interaction with 3 people. It could be a deep conversation with a close friend, a catch-up call with a family member, or even a friendly chat with your barista. These small interactions add up to a rich social life. And let's talk about social media for a sec. It's a powerful tool, but it's not a substitute for real-life connections. Use it to stay in touch and share your life. But don't forget to put down your phone and connect face-to-face too. One more thing, being a social butterfly doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party. Introverts can be great networkers too. It's about quality, not quantity. Focus on making genuine connections, even if it's just with a few people. Now that your social game is strong, let's talk about our next secret weapon. Okay, picture this. You're scrolling through Netflix, trying to decide what to watch. You've got a million options, but nothing feels quite right. Life can be like that sometimes, right? That's where our crystal ball vision comes in handy. Knowing what you want is like having a perfectly curated Netflix queue. It makes decision-making a breeze and keeps you focused on what really matters. But here's the thing, you don't need to have your whole life planned out. Just having a clear picture of your ideal day can be a game changer. Try this fun activity. Write a dream day journal entry. Imagine your perfect day from start to finish. What time do you wake up? What do you eat? Who do you spend time with? What kind of work do you do? Get as detailed as you can. This little exercise can help you figure out what you really want in life. But let's take this a step further. Once you've got your dream day mapped out, ask yourself, what's stopping you from living more days like this? Maybe you can't quit your job tomorrow to become a full-time beach bum. I mean, if you can, go for it. But you can probably incorporate elements of your dream day into your real life. For example, if your dream day involves waking up to natural light instead of a blaring alarm, why not invest in a sunrise alarm clock? If it involves spending more time in nature, could you start taking your lunch breaks in a nearby park? Small changes can make a big difference. Remember, having a vision for your life doesn't mean everything will go according to plan. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs. But when you know what you want, you're better equipped to navigate those unexpected twists and turns. With your future looking bright, let's move on to our next secret weapon. In a world full of distractions, being able to focus is like having a superpower. It's about cutting through all the noise and zeroing in on what really matters. Think of your mind like a Pinterest board. You want it organized, inspiring, and free from clutter. When you can focus, you can get more done in less time, leaving more room for fun and relaxation. Here's a tip. Try the no phone, no problem hour. Set aside 1 hour each day where you put your phone away and focus solely on one task. It could be work, a hobby, or even just enjoying a meal without scrolling. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish. But let's be real. Developing laser focus isn't easy in our notification-filled world. It's a skill that needs practice. Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Is it social media? Your chatty coworker? Once you know what's stealing your focus, you can start to tackle it. Here's another trick, the Pomodoro technique. Work intensely for 25 minutes. Then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. It's like interval training for your brain. And don't forget about your environment. Your space can have a huge impact on your ability to focus. Declutter your desk. Find a playlist that helps you concentrate. I'm partial to lo-fi beats. and consider using essential oils like peppermint or lemon to boost alertness. Remember, focusing isn't about being serious all the time. It's about being present in whatever you're doing, whether that's crushing a work project or having a heart-to-heart with a friend. With your eye on the prize, let's move on to our next secret weapon. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when we least expect it. That's why being flexible is so important. It's about rolling with the punches and coming out stronger on the other side. Think of life as a game of Twister. Sometimes you've got to bend in ways you never thought possible to stay in the game. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. Here's a fun tip: play the plot twist reframe game. When something doesn't go your way, try to come up with the most outrageous positive spin you can. Lost your job? Plot twist. I'm now free to start that llama farm I've always dreamed of. It might sound silly, but it helps train your brain to look for the silver lining. But flexibility isn't just about how you react to big changes. It's also about being adaptable in your day-to-day life. Maybe your favorite coffee shop is closed, or your workout class is canceled. Instead of letting it ruin your day, see it as an opportunity to try something new. One way to build your flexibility muscle is to intentionally shake up your routine. Take a different route to work, try a new recipe, rearrange your furniture. These small changes can help you get comfortable with the unexpected. Another key aspect of flexibility is being open to other people's ideas and perspectives. Next time you're in a disagreement, challenge yourself to really consider the other person's point of view. You don't have to agree, but just the act of trying to understand can make you more flexible. And here's a pro tip: learn to laugh at yourself. Life is full of awkward moments and silly mistakes. Being able to laugh them off instead of beating yourself up is a superpower in itself. Remember, being flexible doesn't mean being a pushover. It's about being strong enough to bend without breaking. It's about knowing when to stand firm and when to go with the flow. Speaking of flow, let's move on to our next secret weapon. Life is full of ups and downs. It's not about avoiding the falls. It's about how quickly you get back up. Think of life as a game of whack-a-mole. No matter how many times you get bopped on the head, you keep popping back up with a smile. Here's a tip: throw a fail so hard party. Invite your friends over and take turns sharing your biggest fails. Not only will it give you a good laugh, but it'll remind you that everyone messes up sometimes. Plus, you might get some great ideas on how to bounce back. But being a bounce back queen is more than just laughing off your failures. It's about building resilience. Think of resilience like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. One way to build resilience is to change your relationship with failure. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, try to view it as a learning opportunity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? Another key to bouncing back is having a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and believe in you. These are the friends who will help you dust yourself off and get back in the game. And here's a little secret. Sometimes the best way to bounce back is to help someone else. When you're feeling down, try doing something kind for another person. It could be as simple as sending an encouraging text or buying coffee for the person behind you in line. Not only does it make them feel good, but it gives you a little boost too. Remember, bouncing back doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. It's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated when things don't go your way. The key is not to stay in that negative space for too long. Acknowledge your feelings, then start looking for ways to move forward. With your resilience on point, let's move on to our next secret weapon. Look at someone like Dolly Parton. She's been in the game for decades, but she's always reinventing herself and trying new things. That's what keeps her relevant and interesting. Here's a fun tip. Try the Random Skill Generator Challenge. Use an online random word generator, and whatever word comes up, try to learn a new skill related to it. You might end up learning how to juggle, speak Klingon, or make the perfect souffle. Who knows? But being an eternal student isn't just about learning random skills, although that's super fun. It's about cultivating a mindset of curiosity and growth. It's about asking questions, seeking out new experiences, and never assuming you know it all. One way to nurture your inner student is to read widely. Don't just stick to your usual genres or topics. Pick up a book on a subject you know nothing about. You might discover a new passion. Another trick is to surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking. Seek out friends and mentors who have different experiences and perspectives from you. Their insights can open up whole new worlds. And here's a pro tip: embrace the beginner's mindset. When you're learning something new, it's easy to get frustrated when you're not immediately good at it. But try to enjoy the process of learning itself. Remember, every expert was once a beginner too. Being an eternal student also means being open to changing your mind. If new information comes to light that challenges your beliefs, be willing to reconsider your stance. It's not about being wishy-washy. It's about being intellectually honest and always growing. As you're expanding your mind, let's move on to our final secret weapon. Last, but definitely not least, let's talk about keeping it real. In a world full of filters and fakery, being authentically you is like a breath of fresh air. Think of life as a karaoke night. You could try to imitate someone else's style, but you'll never sound as good as when you're singing your own song. Embrace your quirks, your flaws, and all the things that make you uniquely you. Here's a challenge for you. Try a cringe-free day. Spend one whole day without apologizing for or hiding the things that make you different. Dance like nobody's watching. Laugh at your own jokes. Wear that outfit you love but think is too much. You might be surprised at how liberating it feels. But authenticity isn't just about expressing yourself. It's also about being honest with yourself and others. It's about aligning your actions with your values and not pretending to be someone you're not just to please others. One way to cultivate authenticity is to practice self-reflection. Take some time regularly to check in with yourself. Are you living in a way that feels true to you? Are there areas of your life where you're compromising your authenticity? Another key to authenticity is learning to set boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your values or that drain your energy. In fact, setting clear boundaries can actually improve your relationships because people know where they stand with you. And here's something that might surprise you. Being authentic doesn't mean you have to share everything with everyone. You can be selective about what you share while still being true to yourself. It's about being genuine in your interactions, not about oversharing. Remember, being authentic isn't always easy. It takes courage to show up as your true self in a world that often pressures us to conform. But the payoff, deeper connections, greater self-acceptance, and a more fulfilling life is totally worth it. And there you have it, ladies. Those are our 10 secret weapons that make anyone instantly more attractive. Let's do a quick recap. Rock that "I woke up like this" confidence. Use your crystal ball vision to know what you want. Develop a magnetic personality. Master the art of laser focus. Hone those emotional ninja skills. Embrace rubber band flexibility. Release your inner social butterfly. Become a bounce-back queen. Never stop being an eternal student. Wield your authenticity superpower. Remember, you've got this, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. These aren't just tips, they're your new way of life. So go out there and shine, ladies. These secret weapons aren't about changing who you are. They're about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about embracing your unique qualities and developing skills that will help you navigate life with grace, confidence, and a whole lot of sass. And here's the thing, you don't have to master all of these overnight. Start with one or two that resonate with you the most and build from there. Before you know it, you'll be wielding these secret weapons like a pro. Remember, the most attractive quality of all is being comfortable in your own skin. So rock what you've got, learn and grow every day, and never be afraid to be uniquely, authentically you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep shining, ladies. Remember, you're not just attractive, you're absolutely irresistible. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.